Hey everybody, Don here again. Hey, let's go for a little walk out to the pond and see how that has come along. We've had 3 or 4 days of rain since my neighbor Brett came in and dug out the pond. So we'll go out there, we'll look at the pond, look at the food plots, and I'll tell you a little bit about my plans for the hunting season. Come on, bud. Oh, yeah. The pond is looking good. That has filled up nicely. I don't know if it's going to get a whole lot more deeper than what it is now. There's one little spot I think where the water can get out over into the wet area, but if you recall, that rock sticking out of the water, there used to be 3 rocks over there. And when Brett dug this out, he stacked those 3 rocks kind of in a triangle and then put that one on top. So that's about 3 feet deep right there by that rock. I used to call those my drought rocks because if they were exposed, water was low, but look at this. Yeah, we'll walk down around the other end, check it out. So I haven't seen this. I typically put in what I call a rubbing tree. Well, really, more is that I put some forehead gland scent or some preorbital gland scent on those branches, and the deer usually just stand right up, stick their nose in it. I just put a camera, where is it? Oh, it's right there. Camera over there. I don't know if there's been any action. I haven't pulled the cards yet. But yeah, look at the original pond. Looks really good. And then the gateway between the 2 ponds. So yeah, I thought maybe the water could get out there, but I don't think it can. So if we get more rain, this might actually come up another 6 inches or so. I would really, sorry, I don't mean to make you dizzy. I would really like to see it get over the top of that rock, but this has come back really nicely. So I'm pretty happy to say that there is a lot of clover in this food plot after I mowed it down. But we are having a bumper crop of acorns this year. So I don't know if the deer are even using this, but let me show you something over here. Under this hemlock, I have a tree stand right there. Under this hemlock for years, I put a mock scrape. And this year I hadn't. I came out here the other day and it looks like it's been hit again. There was actually 2 scrapes here. That one and that one over there. So I stuck a camera right there. And yeah, I'm gonna pull the cards and see what's been happening. Bodie's definitely interested. Somebody's peed there. Let's pull the card. This is one of my Guard Pro cameras. Turn it off. Pull the card. Come on, Bode. That has definitely been worked since I was out here the other day. Pond's looking good. All right, well, here I am in front of the shooting house, which I affectionately call the Don Mahal. You may recall 2 years ago, my buddies Rick and Tim from Two Brothers Outdoors gifted me all the lumber to make that thing. I think I did a 5-video series of me building it and putting it out here. And, you know, when I went over to their place to pick up the wood, they took me around their property and showed me their raised elevated blinds. I jokingly call them Taj Mahals. So I think it was Tim that said, this will be the Don Mahal. I like it. So if you recall, 2 years ago, I hunted from this thing exclusively because I was recovering from my blown Achilles. And I spent 60 hours in that thing and never saw a single deer out here. There was no clover or anything in the food plot. It was just all overgrown. And yeah, it was not a good season. Last year, I tore the rotator cuff. I couldn't even pull back the crossbow. I just didn't hunt at all. For the first time in I think 50 years, I did not hunt. And this thing, as much as I love it, and as much as I appreciate the boys gifting me all that lumber, this is not really the style of hunting I like to do. I prefer to get out in the hills and still hunt. You know, poke along, find a place to sit for a little while, poke along a little bit more, find a place to sit for a while. And that's my method of hunting that I really prefer. Unless, of course, we have a tracking snow. And then there's no better way to hunt, in my mind, than hunting with a tracking snow and trying to get on a buck track and trying to follow him and get a shot. I've actually killed 4 of my bucks tracking in the snow, but we don't always get snow. And unfortunately, at this age, tracking for me has become harder and harder to do. So yeah, besides the blown Achilles, which is fully healed, and the rotator cuff, which is fully healed, one thing I have not talked about at all is that I have developed a serious case of neuropathy in my feet, making wearing most shoes and boots pretty painful. And so still hunting for me has really, man, it's going to be difficult. Now I take gabapentin 3 times a day, and that helps alleviate the pain, but not if I put on boots and try to hike. So I have started an alternative medical practice to try to improve my condition. I'm not ready to give up hunting, so but I am actually going through a series of acupuncture treatments. And I think this last week I was on my 8th week of a 26-week program. And I am starting to notice a difference. I put on the hiking boots the other day. Me and Bodie, not the hiking boots, the hunting boots. And me and Bodie went for a hike, and I think I did about 1.5 miles. Came home, wasn't easy, but I managed. So I'm encouraged that, you know, by the time this treatment is over, I'll be pounding the woods looking for shed antlers in the spring. Come on, Bodie boy, let's walk. So what am I going to do for this year? Well, I will spend some time in the Don Mahal, but I think probably when this airs, my buddy Bobby and I will be on our way to Missouri. We're going to be hunting with my good friend Brett and his father-in-law Scott. They have a bunch of farms down in Iowa and Missouri, and you know, we've hunted there. Me and Bobby have hunted there 3 times. I've actually been out there 5 or 6 times over the years, and it's an awesome place. So we'll be there for a week of the high-powered rifle season, and I won't have to do a ton of walking out there because most of the hunting will be from elevated blinds. And you know, the nice thing, I sat in this thing last year for 60 hours, never saw a single deer. We go out to Missouri, we'll see 25 to 50 deer a day. And being in a stand when you're not seeing anything is boring as hell. When you're in an elevated stand and you're constantly seeing deer moving, that's a different story. So yeah, you won't see any hunting videos probably around here, but I will do some videos when I'm out in Missouri. So stay tuned for that. There may be a little gap between this video and that first video, but we'll have something to show you. Hopefully something big on the ground when we get back from Missouri. So, hey, thanks for listening. We'll see you next time. Peace.